With The Force Awakens breaking box office records around the world, Disney's Star Wars machine is crushing all before it. And you won't have to wait much longer for another fix. While we won't find out what happens to Rey, Finn, Poe and the rest of our heroes until Episode 8 hits theatres next year, we'll be getting a standalone story called Rogue One in December that will help fill in some of the gaps between Episodes 3 and 4. Here's everything you need to know about Rogue One before its US release on December the 16th. Many Bothans died to bring you this information. Oh wait, that's Return of the Jedi. It's not one of the episodes. When Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012, they planned to release new Star Wars films every year until basically the end of time, starting with The Force Awakens. But rather than overwhelm the cast and crew with the yearly movie production cycle, Disney has split its efforts with an alternating schedule. Every 2 years we'll see a new episode, moving the main plot of the Star Wars saga forward, while additional side stories will be released between those films. It's what Disney initially referred to as the anthology series, though these days they're just known as Star Wars stories. They're films that take place within and around the main series, fleshing out details and enriching the backstories of characters both well-known and obscure. Rogue One is the first of that series. Then, there'll be a Han Solo prequel in 2018 and a Boba Fett movie in 2020. Don't expect side characters from the anthology series to find their way into the main saga though. According to a statement from Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy via MovieWeb, there will be no attempt to carry characters from the standalone films in and out of the saga episodes. The plot. It'll tell the story of how the rebels got their hands on the original Death Star plans. And that's all we know for now. There isn't even a real trailer outside of an incredibly brief trailer that played during last year's Star Wars Celebration, and basically just showed a picture of a Death Star above a planet and had some words from Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Director and script. Fresh off his success with the 2014 Godzilla reboot, Gareth Edwards will be directing the first entry in the Star Wars anthology series. The script was originally to be penned by the Book of Eli scribe and ex-PC Gamer editor-in-chief Gary Whitta. He has since been replaced by screenwriter Chris Weitz, best known for American Pie and his Oscar-nominated adaptation of About the Boy. Alexandre Desplat, of the Grand Budapest Hotel fame, will provide the film's score, making this the first live-action Star Wars film without a score composed by John Williams. The cast. Rogue One has a cast of Star Wars newbies. We can expect to see the likes of Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Jiang Wen, Forrest Whitaker, Mads Mikkelsen, Alan Tudyk and Riz Ahmed. Unfortunately, we don't know the names of any of their characters yet, or what role many of these actors will play in the story, other than Jones, who will be playing a member of the Rebel Alliance. Hopefully, we can also expect an array of cameos like we saw in The Force Awakens. There will be a distinct absence of Jedi. During the presentation at 2015's Star Wars Celebration, Gareth Edwards revealed, via The Hollywood Reporter, that Rogue One is going to feel a lot more like a war movie than even the main saga, and the heroes and villains aren't necessarily going to be as clearly defined as they have been in the series past. This also means that the Jedi aren't going to show up and save the day. It's about the fact that God's not coming to save us and we're on our own, says Edwards, adding that the absence of the Jedi is omnipresent in the film. It hangs over the whole movie. Mads Mikkelsen actually won't be playing a bad guy. Mads Mikkelsen is perhaps best known for his work as the titular serial killer in Hannibal and the diabolical villain Le Chiffre in Casino Royale. Bad guys, basically. So it's surprising to hear that he won't be playing a villain in Rogue One. Speaking to a Danish newspaper and revealing a bit more detail behind his role in the filming process, Mikkelsen said, "It's a very important role, that much I can say." When pressed further, he revealed, "No, my character is actually not a bad guy, and I can't say any more. I can say that the movie will be shot in Iceland and England, and the filming will last for 3 months." Darth Vader might be in it. Here's a potential bombshell. Darth Vader could make an appearance in Rogue One if a rumour is to be believed. The news comes from an unnamed source and has not been officially confirmed or denied by Disney or Lucasfilm, so take it with a huge grain of salt for now, but if true, it could mean exciting things for not only Vader's development as a character, but for the future of the series. James Earl Jones has returned to voice the character in animated series Star Wars Rebels, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. And while characters made specifically for anthology films will largely stick to their own movies, this would set a precedent that larger characters in the saga will have an opportunity to develop more in these side stories, especially if, as the report claims, Vader will be working behind the scenes, pulling strings, and will appear on screen. We got to see how Anakin became Darth Vader in the prequels. We got to see him in action as the Emperor's right-hand man in the original trilogy. Rogue One could potentially give us an additional glimpse into Vader's own role within the Empire. So that's everything we know about Rogue One so far. Are you looking forward to the movie, or do only the episodes pique your interest? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie news, features, and more from Games Radar Plus.